Oh, hey guys, so this is an EDC, Everyday Carry video, and it's about a flashlight that I got. And if you've seen my videos on EDC before, I'm not a big spec guy. I do have my order sheet in front of me, so I'll rattle off a few, but I don't dwell on specs in my videos. You can find that information pretty easily. I want to talk about why I was interested in it and what I think of it. So, Nitecore is the brand, and it's the EOC27. And I am a big fan of Phoenix flashlights. I have this one. I have actually several, but PD25R is my smallest Phoenix one I have that's current, that's rechargeable. That's another video, but for comparison purposes, when I describe this, my reference point is Phoenix flashlights. And I like flashlights, I have many of them. I'm not a person that goes really deep into the customizable parts and different aspects of it. I know there's many guys out there that into titanium and all the different metals and how far the lens throws and how wide it can be, how bright it is, how many lumens. I do focus on lumens, and I often will focus on, do I want a beam that throws far or just wide? So I was always nervous about Nitecore. I had one in the past that blew through the battery so fast, way fast, and I wasn't a big fan in the kind of the user interface and the battery issue. But this one was compelling. It's a different shape. Hopefully I'm in focus. It's flat. It's definitely an EDC. Some would say a tactical style EDC. You have this knurling on the side. You have a very deep pocket carry clip. And then you have the two LEDs up front. It kind of looks like a Microtech automatic knife with the flat and the screws. I don't know if they were going for that. It's not why I bought it, but I can see people getting a little bit intrigued by the flashlight because of that very unique Microtech look. So let's get into it. Pocket clip. You cannot reverse it. It's only in the spot that it was delivered. This is a rechargeable USB flashlight. So here's the USB plug-in right here. In 2024, any light that's not USB that is rechargeable, I would forget about it. Don't deal with the micro USB, standard USB. It's a pain in the butt. You have to, or I would ignore anything that's a proprietary adapter. Some of them come with like a magnet. Don't mess around with that stuff. You're likely to never have that cord or adapter, and you got to travel with it if you have that one. So just get standard USB-C. It has a digital display in here, which is pretty unique. So it has two buttons up here. I'll warn you before going forward, there is a strobe effect that I'll show in this flashlight. So if you're sensitive to that, maybe just jump forward to the end. I won't use it too much. But this is the raised button here is the main button to activate it. And you can do a half press, very low. I have another light on in the room. So let's just turn it on a full press. It's here's what, 15 lumens. Another press, 65 lumens. 200 lumens. And 1000 lumens. Okay, so I have a low battery on this. So You can see it flash right there. 2.8 U, I'm not sure what that means. 15, 22. Okay, so it's pretty cool easy to go through the cycle. And you're not going to be able to see it on the camera here, but the 1000 lumens is insanely bright. But I would say that this particular light, it's more about having as much light as possible, like 4 to 6 feet in front of you. It creates this filling light effect, and I don't have that in any other flashlight. It's just a lot of volume of bright white light up front, meaning it's not going to throw it far. It's still going to throw some, but it's not like designed to throw it far. It's more like a tactical, someone is messing with you and you have this ready to go, and it's just going to like fill their face with the light. And it's pretty handy to find stuff if you're searching for things or boxes and cabinets, and so having all that light up front, it's pretty handy. You have this tactical button here that you can do a half press. Okay, so let's see, what was that? 3000 lumens, turbo mode. I'm doing a half press. Okay, now I'm going to go to the strobe, okay? Okay, so it's 3000 lumens of strobe. Pretty neat. It's easy to charges quickly. The things I've read online about this is that sometimes the buttons are easy to trigger. Meaning it'll go off in your pocket. But there's a way to lock this, and when I ordered it, it came locked, and I have to admit it was a little bit of a pain in the butt to unlock it. Okay, so it was a double click on the top button, and the top button's locked out. I have the emergency, and I think it's a matter of holding it in. Yeah, it was a long press. So there's a way to lock the turbo. I haven't had a problem with it going off in my pants, but I will say if I were to travel with this thing, I do want to figure out the locking mechanism again. The reason why is it's going to heat up. It's going to get hot. And that makes me a little bit nervous. If you're going to travel with this, you have to bring it on board with you. And I typically have this on my person or in a bag that's real close to me, but I don't want to be messing around with a very hot flashlight. And the other disadvantage is the batteries are built into it. It's all rechargeable. You can't replace them. Sometimes I like to pull the batteries out and put them in a case if I'm concerned about that. This one, they're just embedded in. So there's a bit of a trade-off. Maybe I wouldn't travel with this one and do something else. It is a fun light. I like how it feels. It's very slick feeling, but it has a good grip to it. I would say that it is larger than what I had expected. And for an EDC light, it is a bit longer. It's going to take up more pocket room. It would have been great if it was about this size of the Phoenix PD25R. For comparison, here is the Phoenix, I guess the 36R Pro, which it's an interesting compare. Phoenix is slightly longer. The Phoenix is definitely heavier. This is a longer throw one. want to get distracted. There is another model number that I have to admit I got confused by when I ordered this. I think it's the EDC27, and the 25 lower number came out after the 27, and there's that one's slightly cheaper. I think the throw on the beam is further, and it does not have the LCD display. It's kind of a weird trade-off. You know, I like the display. Maybe I would have liked the throw a little further, even though this is pretty unique. It's a toss-up. I don't know. I don't get why they had to do 25 after the 27. Is, I don't know, weird. It's weird to me. So, you know, half the size, a little bit more throw would have been ideal. I still am happy that I got it, and I have to admit that I'm carrying this a lot. I rotate between these two, and I got this one, but this used to be like the common flashlight size, but it is much more difficult to carry. It's heavier. It's a bigger flashlight. Okay, so that's it. Let's go through the specs. EDC27. Yeah, I kept saying EOC. EDC27. 3000 lumens. That's in turbo mode. USB-C, high performance, slim, compact pocket light. And let's you're gonna have to look up the run times, but I haven't had any issues with it myself. High at 1000 is 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's pretty generous. They don't list the run time for the 3000. It's probably, I'm guessing, less than 3 minutes. I'm guessing less than 3 to 5 minutes, if that, because the power and the heat's gonna probably melt down. Not literally, but it's gonna overheat. The 200 lumens is 3 hours and 45 minutes. The low is 11 hours. Ultra low at 15 lumens is 37 hours. The runtime is higher on some other flashlights at greater lumens, but pretty cool. What else can I tell you? It's on sale. Not on sale. It's $89. That sounds cheaper than when I bought it. Impact resistant, stainless steel, it says. Feels like aluminum to me. Lithium ion batteries. So you can't change the battery, like I said. That's a little bit of a negative. Which says it's waterproof. It's going to be up to a certain depth, of course, and runtime. It's usually 5 or 6 feet, and no longer than 30 minutes is typically I think it's IPX standard. Don't just look, if you're going to put it in water, double check that, please. But that's it. I like it. It's fun to have in the collection. If you have any questions, comments, if you like this style of video, let me know. Leave a comment. Thanks, guys.